Part 2 of this semester review. Me and you. It's gonna be true. Number 14. Which of the following equations would produce a graph that is perpendicular to the one shown below? Number 14. Which of the following equations would produce a graph that is perpendicular to the one shown below? Now remember, perpendicular means opposite, reciprocal, so change the sign and flip the fraction. So first let's find this equation. Y equals, this one goes up 3 over 5, 3 over 5 x, and it hits the y-intercept at 0, plus 0, okay? Now, for it to be perpendicular, I'm going to take the positive 3 over 5, and I'm going to make it negative. So I'm taking that 3 over 5 and making it negative 5 over 3, x, plus some number, right? So out of my options, the only one that's negative 5 over 3 is B. D is missing the negative, C did not flip, and A is actually parallel. Alright? 4. Alright, and then 15, put the triangle side lengths in order from least to greatest. So, the lengths, least to greatest of the sides. So remember, we need to find all three angles first. So 85 plus 28, it's 113. So, the least side is across from the least angle. So the smallest angle is 28. So across from 28 is NP. And then the middle angle would be 85. Across from 85 is MP. And then across from the largest angle, MN. Alright? So you're always going across the triangle for those. Classify each pair of linear equations as parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Okay? So 3 over 4 and 4 over 3. So 4 over 3 is reciprocal, but it's not opposite. Since it's not opposite, it doesn't change signs, this is a neither. That just means it intersects, but it's not perpendicular because it doesn't make a right angle. Okay, so it has to have both opposite and reciprocal to be perpendicular. On number 2, you have same slope, which means parallel. On number 3, you have negative 1 over 3. And then over here you have positive 3, and you can put it over 1. Those do change the sign. Those do flip the fraction. Those are opposite reciprocals, so it is perpendicular. And then number 4, you have positive 3 over 2 and negative 2 over 3. It is opposite. It's reciprocal. That's another example of perpendicular. Alright. 17, BC is a mid-segment. Okay, so from B to C. So that means this is equal to this, and this is equal to this. What is the length of BU? Well, if this is 12, and BU is half of it, then BU is equal to 6. 6 and 6. Alright? Easy. What are the coordinates of midpoints of DE, EF, and DF? Now, on the final, you can use the midpoint formula, but if you're given it on a graph, it's pretty easy. So first of all, for DE, Well, let's count horizontally. So from here, I'm counting horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what's half of 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go straight down and put a point. Easy. So that point is -2, 5. Okay, next one it asked about is EF. So from E to F, we want to count horizontally. So F, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 units. So what's half of 4? 2. I go straight down and I put a point. Easy. So that is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma, 4. And this last one is already horizontal, so it should be alright. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Half of 14 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. Now, the coordinates of that, the x value is 0. It doesn't go left or right on the x-axis, but it does go below on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, -5. 19. ABC is similar to XYZ. If B is 90 and Z is 40, AC is 20, AB is 12, and find the following measurements. Okay. So we are going to skip this. Alright. Not to get into the next one, because number 20, let's do that one. State whether or not each set of lengths would form a triangle. So, on here, remember, the way we do it is we add the two smaller sides and see if it's bigger than the third side. If it is, it's a yes. If it isn't, or if it's equal, it's a no. So, two smaller numbers. 3 plus 5 is 8. Is 8 bigger than 9? No. Two smaller ones. 16 plus 16 is 32. Is 32 bigger than 17? Yes. Okay. Two smaller ones. 5.5 and 2.3. Add those up, you get 7.8. Is that bigger than 7.7? Yes. 7 and 4. Add those up. You get 11. Is 11 greater than 11? No. Can't be equal. Alright? On the next one, 10 plus 8 is 18. That's bigger than 16, yes. And then, you might want to turn this into decimals. 5.5, 7.75, 13.25. But I'm going to add up my two smaller ones. 13.25. And those are equal, so that's a no. Okay. That was 20. 21. We want to classify DOG by its side lengths and angle measures. So, if we look at its sides, 7, 9, and 13, those are all different. That's scaling. And by its angle measure, 1 is greater than 90. That's obtuse. Alright, 22. Use the figure below to find the following. Now remember, to find x, if you know three angles, you add them up equal to 180. So, 4x plus 30 plus 9x minus 5 plus 90 equals 180. Alright, so we got 4x and 9x. That's 13x. Then we got 30 minus 5 is 25, plus 90 is 115. Then we want to get rid of the loaner, so minus 115, 13x equals 65. And then divide by 13, and you should get x equals 5. Alright? Now once I have x as 5, I'm going to plug it in to both these angles. So 4x plus 30 means 4 times 5 plus 30, which means 20 plus 30, which is 50 degrees. Woo. And the same thing over here for 9x minus 5. That's 9 times 5 minus 5, which means 45 minus 5, which is 40. 40 degrees. Alright? Alright, we're going to answer the following questions, matching the description to the correct triangles. Identify the right scaling triangle. Identify the right scaling triangle is going to be right, and all three sides are different, so that's letter A. 24, equilateral triangle. All the sides are equal. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to be letter C. Acute isosceles. So, I see three different isosceles, B, E, and F, but I see here acute and isosceles. They're all acute. Letter B. And then obtuse isosceles, greater than 90. So isosceles and 97. So yeah, letter E. 27. What is the value of x? You got to remember, when we're doing exterior angles, they equal these remote interiors added together. So my equation would be 130 equals, and then add these two up. 3x plus 5 plus 5x plus 5. And let's start combining like terms on the right side. 3x and 5x makes 8x. 5 plus 5 is 10. Bring down 130 equals. And get rid of that loaner. Minus 10, minus 10. 120 equals 8x. And then we divide by 8. 120 divided by 8 is 15. Alright. Use the figure below to answer question 28. Okay. To find x, if I know this and this, they're congruent, then I'm going to set those measurements equal. These expressions have to be equal. Okay. So if I have x on both sides, I get rid of the smaller x. Minus 5x, minus 5x. 3 equals, 6 minus 5 is 1x, plus 1. And then minus 1 means x equals 2. 2 equals x. Alright. On to the next page. 29, determine the measurements for the following angles. Now, we need to remember, when we're doing these, congruents are alternate interior, alternate exterior, and corresponding. Okay? But supplementary is all the same side interior, same side exterior, and also vertical angles are congruent, but supplementary or linear pair, those are supplementary, right? So, again, we got to remember these names, and we're going to use that as we go through 29 and onward here.